I do believe I have the text for the next portion. So it's still going to be crazy. So I do want to clarify that. It's still going to be crazy. But we do have a PowerPoint. Was there a song before the PowerPoint? I don't know. I was like, hopefully I was supposed to go to the PowerPoint. But we have words to guide us in the exercise, but we're going to break into small groups, and that's always going to be chaotic. So in Zoom, we're going to break into breakout rooms, and if we need help doing that, we will troubleshoot doing that at that time. And the words were very small, so I think we troubleshooted kind of a little bit, but it's going to be exciting. So when I come to church like this, which is ironic that I'm a convener, I get really overwhelmed. Like if somebody invited me to their church, I don't think I've ever actually walked into somebody else's church after they've invited me. It's just not a thing that I would ever do, but I'll go to small groups. I will. So if somebody invited me to beer and theology, about the 25th time, maybe the 100th time, I finally went. When it was actually nice that COVID happened, because if it was at a bar, I wouldn't have gone ever, because there's too many people. But then we started having it in people's backyards, and I'm like, oh, I can do that. Yeah. So casual conversation and bonding with people is the only way I will ever be incorporated into a web. So we are thinking of using Chalice Circles or smaller groups as a way for people to be invited in. So trying not to think so much of it as like members getting to know members more deeply, but maybe it would be somewhere that you could incorporate a friend into the fold, or somebody from a different belief system, congregation. It would be a bonding territory. So you could get somebody to take a little tidbit size of UU-ness and spiritual exploration and self-reflection. So Chalice Web, you don't even have to call it Chalice Circle or Chalice Web. So that is up to you. You can create your own title for what it is. So some people call it a share circle as well. So in the packet, it's called share circle a lot of times in the references. And again, these are Soul Matters themed things, so you're not having to create your content. It is already provided for you every month. And generally what it looks like is up to you. So what I was thinking is my kid's on Discord all the time, and I haven't presented this to them, but they have friend networks from all around the world, because they are on Discord talking and chatting and even like video chatting with people all around the world. So that could be what your Chalice Web looks like. You could incorporate people in a Discord universe with the guided packets. But where you meet is up to you. How many people you invite to be part of your web is up to you. It could be fellowship members or extended to the community. It could be formal, or it could be really chill and relaxed. It could be youth, adult, intergenerational, diverse, or not so much. It could be like-minded people that all look and think kind of similarly, and that's perfectly fine too. It could all be one gender or the other. I mean, it is up to you what you want your circle to look like. And the basic format is explore the monthly theme from Soul Matters, gather once per month to share the experiences and reflect upon the theme. And we do have some kind of stickler points. So one is the covenant, and that is not really a stickler point other than you must have a covenant. So you have rules for your group. So you're going to set your healthy boundaries well in advance and agree to them as a group. And I think some of the important things are that I would encourage you to incorporate and weave into your covenant is share what you are comfortable in sharing. So set that healthy boundary with yourself, that if a question, like, it's meant to be deep soul reflections, it's Soul Matters. So the questions are triggering and the topics are hard sometimes, but if you don't feel like you're in a place in your life that you want to reflect on that, then you can just promise yourself that you're gonna stay away from that topic for right now and deal with it later, maybe put it on the back burner and process that at a different time or maybe in a different location. So it's really share what you're comfortable in sharing. Try to explore the packets and attend as much as you are able. And I changed that wording because I know a lot of people feel guilty if they ever have to miss anything. So it's not pledge to solemnly do the packet well in advance of being and attending the circle. It could be 5 minutes before you quickly perused or had a happenstance half-hour drive on the way and you listened to one of the videos on the way here. Whatever it is, you can make your preparations as you want it to be, and then attending as much as possible. Like if you have a conference come up and it's on your usual date and everyone else in the group can make it, then just chill. It's okay. Come next month. So I think that is a good promise to yourself to just attend as much as you're able and participate as much as you are able to. And keep the integrity of the group. That's kind of a non-negotiable in my opinion. So if something private is shared in your small pack, it needs to stay in that small pack. So we can't share other people's private information out into a further web without their permission. And then this one is like kind of critical, and I didn't actually like it at first. Yeah, he knows what I'm gonna say. It is about listening. So it's a sharing group, but it's more of a listening group. So as soon as somebody else talks or shares in the circle, I immediately want to give advice or fix something. I don't really like to just hold space and take it in, but the format of it is to truly just listen. So we go round robin and we aren't allowed to crosstalk or try to fix their problem or even think about what our response would be. It's just take it all in. So you go around the circle, sorry, whacking the microphone. You go around the circle and everyone shares, and then you get to crosstalk and make that connection more meaningful. So you get to then cross share your experiences and the relatability or maybe some troubleshooting. But it really is really important to make it a sharing circle where everyone gets to share before there's any kind of noise or interference from the group, which I think has really profoundly changed my appreciation for just shh and listening. Like, it's crazy. I think maybe some of my department meetings and things like that would be so much more productive if we did this. Just round robined it and listened instead of just having our own loudest speakers speak and dominate the conversation. Okay, so the general format to a Chalice Circle or Chalice Web meeting is you check in. So we just kind of go around the circle, and it's just, you can talk about life or whatever you feel like, to just be present in the circle, just, highlight reel. And then do a chalice lighting. So we do have chalice lighting quotes and readings that you can incorporate into a chalice lighting. Or if you don't want to actually light a light, like a candle or anything like that, that is also up to you. So it's just really setting your intention. That's what I see that as. So it doesn't have to be a physical thing, but it's kind of setting the grounds for what you guys intend to do during that session. Then there are exercises that are assigned in that monthly packet. So you go round robin to share the experience from the month, whatever exercises you did. So whether it's watch a video or read a poem, how you reflected, meditating, or doing an exercise throughout that month, you share your results. Then crosstalk, favorite part, I know, but we respect the sharing. And then you reflect on the question again, round robin style, then discuss that again. And then after all the sharing and love is concluded, we always just try to check the schedule for next month, make sure that our meeting time and place still works, and then check out and conclude. So we usually just say how lovely and full of light we are at the end. It's kind of an amazing experience, always fills me up, and then we go home. So that's the general structure. I feel like that's pretty relatable for other people who have participated. Um,